Hi guys, it's LSP, 22nd of January 2019, 14:46 PM GMT time. Just wanted to do a very quick review of a trade that I took today. It's very close to a previous video that I did, in which I was explaining some things about the cable, and I was saying that it's very unlikely that I was going to be trading cable, and I was going to be focused mainly on euro this week. Unless I always put the unless in there, I see something which is unbelievable and clean, in which case it was, which I'll go through now. So you'll know from the previous video that I marked out the 129.19 level, okay, and we had some upper targets, we have the line in the sand, and we have the reason why price should be moving higher, the turning point. So I'm going to drop down to the 4 hour, and there's that upper level target. And we have the 130 to 130.30 to 130.35, and then this was the level that we watched live today. It got hit, it was respected a little bit, and I was saying I'd like to see price punch above that now and stay up there so we can start to challenge these highs and go for the upper targets. The actual trade itself is based on a lot of things, and as I said in previous videos, it's January, we've got plenty of time for me to continue putting content out there and to show lots of different things. I don't want to shove it all in one video. It's a progressive thing. The markets are very dynamic, they change every day, and obviously you need to be able to read price, whether it's through indicators, whether it's through naked charts, whether it's through the news, whether it's through your own personal charting way. It really doesn't matter. You have to find your own way of reading price. This is just my personal way of reading price based on the people I've learned from, the things I've learned from myself over the years. So there's no right and wrong way. It's just a way, and it just happens to be my way, and I'm showing that the way that it works for me. And I continue to post these trades. If I have a losing trade, don't get me wrong, please forgive me if I come across as being arrogant. When I have a losing trade, I say when, because I'm going to have a losing trade surely. But when I have a losing trade this year, I'll post that as well. I've got no issues. For me, this is not about trying to show that I'm amazing. It's about consistent results, and it's about showing how trading, in my opinion, should be simple, boring, and put money in the bank. That's it. So I'll throw the trade up. Okay, so there's the trade today, as you can see. We'll just drop down to the hourly. Well, first of all, you can see, now I'll have to drop down to the hourly to show you. So, and I'll drop down to the 15 minutes so you can see it a little bit clearer. But you can see the trade, and this level. I never actually got a chance to speak through this level because I went off on a rant. But if you remember in the previous video, I marked this level off here. Okay, this, and I was saying, I was starting to say, if price what I was going to say was, if price comes back down to that level. And again, if you haven't watched the previous video, watch the previous video. I didn't add this line afterwards. That line was there, and then I started talking about other stuff, and I didn't go into it. But that line, what I was going to say was, if price comes back down to this level, it would be a good opportunity to potentially take, a long off, do you know what? Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I think I might have mentioned it actually, because I was saying, this is not trade advice, which it isn't. Obviously, it's just for educational purposes. But I might have mentioned it. But either way, it was there before. That's what I'm trying to get at. And you can see, price went up. It hit the 29.20 level. Okay, respected that level, eased off a little bit, came all the way back down. Capitalize this this up candle, okay, and as the months go by, like I said, I'll go into some of the reasons why, but for now, just keep it really simple. Came down to this candle, respected that level, and then obviously we get a nice lift and start challenging towards the today's high. I did. I'll just drop down to the 15 minutes to show you. I'll just zoom in one more. Sorry, zooming out. I did have a target level up here, okay, and I just want to mention something as well, because a lot of people have been emailing me saying, where's your stop? You don't have a stop. I do have a stop. But when you bring the stop up to break even, which I do very, very quickly, and then you close the trade, or the trade gets gets executed. Say if it got, I mean, I manually closed the trade myself here, but if it went through the level, which it just did, obviously, then I would have taken. It would have taken me out of the marketplace. It's like the target would have taken me out. Sorry, target would have taken me out. And once you close the trade, from my understanding, it registers the last place where the stop was, which in this case was at break even. Okay, so I do have a stop. My stop was 25 pips, and I made 30.9 pips on this trade. Not 39, 30.9 pips on this trade. It went up there first, the first time here, didn't tag it, and it got up there a second time, and I closed the trade manually. But you can see we're starting to get a little bit more of a push, and I do believe, like I said, I can go back to it, but I do believe we're going to be, if we stay above the 129.20 level, I think we're going to be challenging this high up here, and then the 130.30 to 130.35. I haven't marked the high here because I believe if we go through this, it's not really going to be, a push to get to 130.30 to 130.35, which makes more sense to me if we look at the weekly levels up here. Okay, so that's the trade, guys. Again, another simple trade. Obviously, there's stuff that I'm deliberately keeping back. I don't want to go into it too much, but there's obviously a lot going on these charts. But it's a simple trade. It really is simple. It wasn't a hard trade at all. It's based on everything that I like to see in a trade, and it's all based on higher time frame order flow. And if I don't have a higher time frame, idea or a level to shoot for, based on the analysis that I do, then I'm really not interested. I won't take a trade until I have more information. So that's that. I'll leave it there, and I will speak to you guys in the next video. As always, if you have any questions, you can see the email on the screen, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.